2023 is shaping up to be a year full of size outliers. From Bryce Young to Deuce Vaughn, the entire class is dotted with dudes whose play is well above par, but when they hit the scales and the tape measure, they just don't match up to NFL standards. Such is the case with TCU's Tre'Vius Hodges-Tomlinson. THT earned All-American honors this year, and all-conference honors for the last 3 years of play, but is still being evaluated low by a number of scouts. So what's the situation? Find out in this 2-minute drill. Tre'Vius is going to thrive at the next level in a scheme that allows him to play as much man coverage as possible. The dude has some of the best footwork and mirroring when it comes to matching a route and sticking to a receiver down the field. THT's instincts are just incredible in that context. He seems to have a feel for how the play is going to go down before it even happens, making quick breaks and utilizing some crazy agility to keep pace with pass catchers and generate deflections. It helps that Tre'Vius is an incredible athlete, running in the low 4.4s at the combine. It shows on tape as THT makes quick steps down the field and seems to only get faster the further he goes down. THT is tuned all the way up to 11, making breaks to get in position that allow him to play bigger than he is. Sure, he sits at 5'7", but he's consistently in front of dudes due to his speed. So how much does that really affect his game? In my opinion, not much. What I take greater issue with is how rough he is when it comes to playing physical. THT is a bit of a penalty machine. In order to make up for his size, he also plays super chippy, and not in a positive way. THT will happily throw hands in a guy's face without turning around in an attempt to make a play, which he's not going to be able to get away with at the next level. He needs to focus on using his speed and turning instead of just hands. I also think this comes up more, obviously, against bigger receivers. While THT is probably going to stay in the slot where he often faces shorter targets, if he does end up lined up against dudes who have 6 or more inches on him at the next level, it's going to be very difficult for him to line up with their height. The speed is great, and THT has a pretty good vertical, but most of these guys are going to be able to high point above him like dudes were able to do in college. As far as a player comp goes, I think Tre'Vius Hodges-Tomlinson compares well to Avonte Maddox. Maddox also had the same explosive athletic talent at Pitt that THT showed at TCU, but they also had some overly physical tendencies in an attempt to gain leverage. Hopefully THT can iron them out like Maddox did. I think Tre'Vius Hodges-Tomlinson is going to slide because of a stacked cornerback class and end up going in the 3rd or 4th round of the NFL. His size is going to cause him to go lower when there's so many talented guys who aren't outliers like him. And that's the 2-minute drill.